Let me ask you this, though, Dr. Mark. Coming out of COVID, a lot of people, I think we're seeing loneliness like never before. But you being on the front lines, I would like to ask, when it comes to your work with clients, families, different people that you're running into, what are you seeing on the front lines in terms of this loneliness epidemic, and how has it just been exacerbated on the road ahead?
Yeah, I really think COVID uncovered it.
Yeah.
Vivek Murthy talks about it in his book Together. He talks about it in his, his national posts of warning. Our kids are in crisis. Social media is an issue. I really appreciate that, piece from him. And so one of the things that I see is that it's uncovered, and I'm glad it was unmasked.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. I think we're finding out that a lot of well-meaning parents, pastors, leaders go, I don't know what to do. Like, we're so tech heavy. The average teen is spending between 10 and 12 hours a day on a device. So we're not looking up, and we're not engaging the faceness piece, the eye-to-eye, face-to-face, the faceness part of the brain that helps with emotional regulation and emotional understanding and engagement, all that kind of stuff is not being exercised like it needs to. And so
you lose it, right? It gets weakened.
It gets weak, right? So the same thing with our brain is that if we're not exercising that faceness, emotional regulation, recognition, the Paul Ekman facial feature, picking up on those kinds of things, we're missing out. And so when a kid is struggling and a parent's not practiced that with them, they're not going to notice that my kid is struggling. And so the core tenet of attachment is, to be seen beyond what's being presented. And so I always challenge parents to go, what are we doing around the table? How often are we spending time with dinner around the table? We've lost that in our culture. Dinner time is the perfect time to look around the table and ask our kids, what was the highlight of your day? What was the low light of your day? How are you doing? Looking at their body language and their responses and their face. And then having a chance to go, hey, I'm not going to push you to talk right now, but I see you. I know you're not doing well. I'm ready. Here's what I tell parents. This is the key. I'm ready to listen when you want to talk. Because if you tell your kid, I'm ready to talk when you are, they're thinking I'm going to get a lecture, like they're going to give me advice. Like I'm ready to listen when you're ready to talk, and then be available. That begins the process of I think bridging the gap into that loneliness.